Good morning. Today is battery modification day. I have my wires, I have everything that I need, and I'm gonna give it a shot. I thought I had the ones that I needed, and turns out they weren't rated properly. So when I went to the RV service center, I was like, you guys can't fix it. They've all been backed up. They quoted me December, and we are nowhere near December right now. And they said that's the earliest they can change the battery. I'm gonna try two things: correcting the wires that go into our battery, and then I'm going to try to parallel and bridge the batteries together. I'll show you all the pieces that I have, and then, you know, wish me luck. Put on here pretty tight. These. Make sure you don't lose those, because you're gonna need those. Now, lead acid batteries, just like AGN batteries, 9,000 pounds. That's there, now that's going in here. I have the battery fully out. I want to make sure that both batteries fit. Unfortunately, because of this piece right here on both sides, and this that sticks up, both batteries won't fit in this compartment together unless this is folded down a bit. All right, I actually was able to bend it down. So now that that's down, I'm gonna put the battery in, slide it all the way to the side, put the second battery in here. Don't wanna overcharge the alternator, and want both batteries to charge and deplete in a way that doesn't deteriorate the batteries pretty quick. It took some maneuvering, but I got them both in. The batteries are finished, I did it. Connected them. I mean, I'm not 100% happy with how it came out. One, I'm not an electrician. Two, I'm not a mechanic. And three, I kind of wanted the crimps and the wires to look exactly a certain way, but I'm happy with how it went. Our energy meter is connected. Switch over our solar controller to the AGM batteries. We have two in parallel, which are 200 amp hour. Clean up here, go to this harvest house, see what the batteries do overnight, see how they last, see how they deplete. And then from there, we head to Canada. Foreclosed. So I'm gonna latch this. Okay. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Morse Farms Maple Syrup Factory. I think that's what it's called. It's written on my chest. But this is a new t-shirt, so I don't know. Today we're gonna be going through the farm and buying something. Come along with us. It's beautiful. Here's the good stuff. Here's what we came for. They have a lot of great stuff here. So the other sugar shack that we went to didn't really have that much, but this one is expensive and has all types of merch. Got a pretty good haul. Got some breakfast sausage, some syrup, and plan on making a breakfast. So gonna make pancakes, gonna make breakfast sausage, gonna make eggs, gonna use this syrup. Also, it's like a little town in here. This is kind of nice. I didn't know what to expect from a maple syrup farm. Let's go into these places over here. The Woodshed Theater gives you a quick rundown of the Morse Maple Farm. Founded in 1860. So, welcome to the Morse Farm, folks. This photo is of Bert Morse with his father, Harry, and there is a video old school style. DVD player. Come on. You know when the DVDs start to roll. Can I go in there and ask for a burn copy? Like, yo, let me get a copy. It's like an and1 mixtape of maple syrup. Let me get that and1 maple syrup. I would give you guys history, but this ain't a history channel. This ain't a facts channel. This is a feelings only channel. So, you know, this farm was started in 1860 by my man Morse. He also created Morse code and a bunch of other things. And then when he had all of that cheddar from creating Morse code, he was like, I'm about to retire and just start a farm. And then the farm started. And like he started doing things like woodworking, like this creepy one right here. It's just like, who had a stack of wood and was like, yeah, I'm about to put a weird elephant, a couple of dudes, and a donkey in there. But, you know, Morse did, because Morse had nothing but time on his hands after he retired. Also, don't make an ass out of you or your wood. This farm's pretty massive. A lot of wood here because Vermont gets cold. It was pretty cold last night. Temperature got down to about 54 degrees, which in the tin can that is Steve RV, it drops at least another 10 degrees. So when it's hot, so like if it's 70 outside, the temperature in the RV can go up to 80 degrees if we don't have air moving. And then when it's cold, so like 50 outside, the temperature drops even more. So it could be 60 outside and feel like 50 degrees in the RV. So we definitely keep warm and we don't cut on our heat a lot, but that's just because I'm a warm-blooded creature, which is code for husky. Maple season is from, I think they start as early as January, and they got like a short season. Anyway, they send a text message to the trees and be like, you up? Because I'm trying to tap. I'm sorry. Going to make breakfast for lunch and only using Vermont ingredients, except for the pancakes and the butter. If you're not using Kerrygold, what kind of butter are you putting on your products? No judgment. You know what? I came in real hot with a judgment, and you know what? My bad. We just met. You just started watching me, and I'm already. I'll save it. I'll save it for video like 40 or whatever, and then I'm gonna be my true self. No, Kerrygold, good butter. Cabot is a cheese manufacturer here in Vermont, so Cabot Original. We have some local pasteurized eggs. The syrup we just bought from the homie Morse. Shout out Morse. And some breakfast sausage. I was talking about how good that pan was until I found out that everything sticks to it. I'm going low and slow for the pancakes because I'm just like, hey, pancakes, take your time with them, baby. You know, low and slow. But this pan, everything sticks to the pan. So the eggs stuck to the pan. The sausages stuck to the pan, even though it was rendering some good fats that I cooked the eggs in. Now my pancakes are not only sticking to the pan, but it's making them misshapen because I'm trying to flip them as the bottom, middle, center is stuck. So the perfect time to flip them, edges are starting to bubble, center starting to bubble a little bit. You flip them, they don't run. I don't want to defend myself that I can cook, but I feel like I'm gonna have to defend myself. Look at this pancake. Look at this. I was just, you know what? Judgment is starting early. I said we were gonna wait until judgment starts. I'm gonna let you guys judge me. What are you? I'm still gonna enjoy it, but I don't like the way it looks. This is the first time cooking something that isn't boiling water or just like pasta in the RV. Like I've made eggs before, but they came out the same way. So a little bit of milk, some salt, some eggs, a little bit of cheese. They should have been fluffy and they came out looking like porridge. I blame the pan. I don't never take ownership of the issue. Like that's the thing that you should learn from today's episode. It's never your fault. It's always the pan's fault. And in this situation, it is the pan's fault. This pan holds on to food like 50 Cent holds on to grudges, allegedly. Allegedly? Allegedly. I am fighting this pancake. You should love a pancake. A pancake should be like magic and art, and it flips, and you're just like, oh, I'm such a chef. Not only, yes, I mixed box ingredients with a little bit of water and poured it into a pan covered in butter. But I am like a world-renowned chef. But unfortunately, in the RV, I am not a world-renowned chef. I am just reduced to this. This pancake looks like a Millennium Falcon. It's ugly, but outside with ugly breakfast, beautiful view, eating dark, robust taste syrup. Now, chose dark, robust taste syrup just because dark syrup comes from the darker trees in the forest. They're the most elusive. Those are the hardest ones to track. And what they do is, back in the day, they used to tap the tree, put a bucket under that tap, let the tap run into that bucket, and then they would go back and collect the buckets. Now, I feel like that's a great system, but how you keep the bugs out? If I was a bug or a bear or an animal and you just had this bucket just uncovered in the forest, I'm gonna dip into that bucket. I'm gonna Winnie the Pooh that. I'm gonna take my pants off so I could just like get in that bucket. Just wear my favorite shirt, no pants, and I'm in that bucket like Winnie the Pooh. They've switched the system, modern technology. They run a line from the trees. That line is tubing. That tubing collects the sap. It brings it straight to where they're processing it. And to process sap, you boil it at a high temperature for a long period of time. Boil those sugars, get them all ripe, and then you process it in another way that I wanted to lie to you guys. I really did. The lines, the tapping, the buckets, all of that's real. I think one of the things I'm most proud of, especially after ruining those pancakes, would be, can you see that? Can you see what our battery levels are at? So the battery levels got down to about 12.2. It's about 50-60% battery, and that's not off a full charge. Right now they're at 12.7, which is pretty much topped off almost. Got a lot of work done while we sat here. Some research and some actual digital nomad stuff, actual day job stuff, a lot of day job stuff if you're watching. Got it together, packing up now. Fans are closed, windows are off. It's time to go. Checked into the campsite. Batteries are looking 12.6, which is full. Just got to the harvest house at Farmcraft in Vermont. It is pretty beautiful. Gonna stop into the store before it closes, see what they have. Tonight's dinner, easy and simple. We're going with truffle mac. Excited about it. I don't know if I'm excited about it. Little bits of truffle come out. Gonna make this mac. Gonna lounge for a bit. We don't have plug-in, so no TV yet. I know. We were camping. Why do you want to watch TV? Get out of here. Break up the pots. Need this one and this one. Going with crushed red pepper. Not really that big of a difference. I don't know how many bugs this is going to attract, but we might sit outside, overlook this. Truffle mac and cheese. Kitchen is clean.